And it's weird because the first people that really don't uh, agree with you is your family most of the time. Unless you're coming from a very business oriented family, which is there's already systems running anyway. Let's say there's already a business associated with the family, and they are actually the ones taking the initiative to actually mentor you.
They understand
If that's not where you
takes
come from, I think you'll find very big, which is I think the case for most people.
And when the reality is that already what you're trying to give out, what you're trying to sell, from the word go is not what people want. I think you then go back and start thinking about, was it really a good idea to even start doing what you are doing? Um, and I think we were there at the very first point. We thought that we were, whatever we had back then was really what the market needed. Tried to build a team around that, trying to do whatever we were doing back then. We put a lot of, I would say, so to say, budgets into. I mean, the team. Marketing back then and a lot of other things. By paying customer, of course, is because I remember our first. We had a package we were charging 5K for a year. It was even less than 5K. There was some discount, 3K per year. You imagine, so 3K per year, one customer. I mean, you would need, a huge number of customers to even get to 100K in a month. So I think there was a lot of, emotions around that, because you really don't know what to do. You have to wake up every day. The short of it is that you have to do a lot of iterations. It never ends. You'll never like get that final. A very very final product. But at least you'll have to make sure that what you are giving them is really, at least it has the minimum things that matter to them. So you also have to be very patient, of course, and you'll make a lot of mistakes while at it. So
So, Dan, so I've done several TikToks on just general business insights. Like one I talked about how emotional control is important when you're dealing with a lot of things in business, because like they really stretch your emotional intelligence and your emotional permanence. There's another one I did about raising capital, and that paying customers is a really, I think, the most sustainable way to actually like fund your business. And oh my god, like those two videos really um, brought a lot of reactions in terms of comments and people liking the video, and a lot of views also. And I felt like, I think sometimes a lot of people, I mean, there was a lot of divergent views on what approach is what. For the emotional control one, people like really agreeing to the fact that, oh, like business really stretches your emotions in terms of difficult customers, dealing with employees, uncertain future and all these things. Maybe I think, us having run this business for a while now, I think we can give insights, like just our story on some of these things we've experienced. For example, I think initially, like when you just have an idea and you want to start, I remember when we met and we discussed what we wanted to do. I think the first biggest job you have is first to convince people, just to even not like the big customers, but people you can partner with. And I think that's like the first stage in that really starts testing your fortitude. And it's weird because the first people that really don't uh, agree with you is your family most of the time. Unless you're coming from a very business oriented family, which is there's already systems running anyway. Let's say there's already a business associated with the family, and they are actually the ones taking the initiative to actually mentor you.
they understand
If that's not where you come from, I think you'll find very big, which is I think the case for most people, right? So I think that's a first, and you see people talking all this time. Oh, my parents didn't want me to go this route, or my siblings didn't want me, and I think that's for me that was like the case. That's the first rejection you face, and you have to have enough fortitude to. I think you have to prove a point to them eventually. Because I think for me now, I mean,
Takes
right now
time.
I'm vindicated because I mean, I don't want to say we are successful yet at these, and but right now they get the idea. I mean, we are at a good place.
Some, yeah, some, yeah,
I think they still don't know exactly what it is. Because anyway, vision is very personal.
for sure, for
I
sure.
mean, you're the only
Yeah,
one who can understand it very deeply,
yeah,
and maybe your team when they get to work with you for
for quite some time.
for quite some time. But I think for me, I would say when you get into business, the welcome is always rejection. What was like your first experience like when we started doing this? How did you find what was like the biggest emotional challenge that you faced initially?
Yeah,
Was it a girlfriend telling you not going to business?
well, of course, I think, of course, it takes a lot of boldness first to make the decision to, to start doing something which I think first you think it's something you love. I mean, until you start doing it, and you have those many sleepless nights, and of course, um, thinking that what you're trying to like sell or build is what people want to buy. So and when the reality is that already what you're trying to give out, what you're trying to sell, from the word go is not what people want. I think you then go back and start thinking about, was it really a good idea to even start doing what you are doing? Um, and I think we were there at the very first point. We thought that we were, whatever we had back then was really what the market needed. Tried to build a team around that, trying to do whatever we were doing back then. We put a lot of, I would say, so to say, budgets into, the team. Marketing back then and a lot of other things. But eventually, we had to really understand and take some time to know that we need to do some, some real, what do I call it? I wouldn't say really market research, but we had to let things flow and now really get feedback from, whatever market we had at that time. And I think through that time, of course, a lot of changes came in. People coming, people going, be it at a very, very very short periods of time, and then you still have to be there and keep moving and believing that this thing will take shape at some point. I think that was I would say, of course, sometimes you also get to a point where you like fear whether this will really work, and give. You even getting at least a paying customer, and by a paying customer, of course, is because I remember our first we had a package we were charging 5K for a year. It was even less than 5K. There was some discount, 3K per year. You imagine, so 3K per year, one customer. You need, a huge number of
Yeah,
customers
like
to even get to 100K in a month. So I think there was a lot of emotions around that, because you really don't know what to do. You have to wake up every day, hoping that you'll get a new customer, when still at that point you even don't have a product or a solution which really is a differentiator. So many other people are maybe offering the same solution, and even they started way long ago. So yeah, but then we went on, and so many other things happened, to even building up to what we had at that time. Of course, trying to, I would say, imitate what we thought was a good product, but eventually, again, you try to front it. You are told that we need something else on top of this. We need this other thing. You go back again. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, yeah.
I think let me just break it down. What
Yeah.
Dan,
Yeah.
Dan is trying to kick around the bush. Let me just lay it bare. So what for us, we saw a gap, just for let me use the a word that normally thrown in conferences, digital divide. And what is digital divide? It's neither here nor there. I don't think that's how you describe in what you want to do, because digital divide it's such a broad term.
That's very
But
broad.
but we knew that's a space we want. Like there's a lot of gaps for SMEs within Kenyan setup, and even in a broader way, Africa. Like, because for me, I used to see, like, I go to shopkeeper to a mini mart just within where I stay. I want to buy, let's say, milk and bread and all these things. But I don't see a good way in which I see them operating. There's no like a loyalty program. I'm not sure they know I'm a recurring customer and I stay around, and so know how. Like you could see a lot of gaps. That's just a scenario. I'm just saying. Like some of the things we could observe. So we knew there is issues around the digital divide, but then background is first we weren't in that space to start with. So like for me, I was down in Nyanza building power lines. Same case with Duncan, we were there building power lines with him, and so there's this world we wanna build, which we yes we can see the issue, but we don't fully understand the world very deeply, and so you have to take the journey to do that. So we get out, and then we are like, we can offer things around digital divide. We just it's like random, like let's offer oh, we see broken websites, so let's help businesses fix their broken websites, or even those ones who don't have, let's help them do
New ones,
websites.
yeah.
Let's fix what else did we try to do?
I mean, business
They
emails,
don't do
domains.
data analysis, or the things whatever they are doing. So let's help them with data analysis. So we imagined a couple of issues that we could solve. They don't have storage, and all these things. So we were like, okay, within this digital divide, there are these things we see we could solve, and then we like, let's just try to solve them. Even as we learn, like we're also stacking our skill set. And then, of course, now I think that was like the moment something started changing. Because now when you start solving, you start even pitching these things, then they tell you other things they don't have. And then you realize this is where this is urgent to them. This is not urgent. Oh, our website is not urgent. Data analysis is not urgent, but getting customers is urgent. Building their revenue is urgent. And then you start asking yourself, maybe some of these tools could also help with that. And then how do you now, refine this problem, and then how do you refine the solution? So you do both at the same time, and that takes time. It takes money. Takes making a lot of mistakes, iterations, and all that. I think that's the journey we went through initially. You remember, and maybe I just wanted to break down. And then so what we realized actually, like our biggest finding was that a lot of businesses were struggling with marketing, so to say, distributing their products and services. Like a lot of people have stock, people have skill set, but how do they position themselves? But then we realized things are moved, so it's digital. Again, digital divide. So yes, it's an amorphous
It's a
term,
very
but
broad term, but
we start now seeing the specifics of this term, where within this digital divide are people struggling. So distribution, positioning themselves online, selling online, and all these things. And now the associated technology, so to say, that supports that. And also in a specific way for these SMEs. That was the journey that we went through, and that's how eventually now we collapsed our offerings into basically that. And that's where we started seeing now like great success around it. But that took crazy emotional roller coaster. People coming, people leaving,
Yeah.
and I mean, it's taken like almost 5 years, 6 years to do that.
Yeah, yeah. Towards
It's
6 years
like you
actually.
first go to school, and then now
For
you
sure.
graduate, and then now it's like now you start the business like properly now with a lot of insight
Yeah, yeah, I've
and
gotten a lot of
all that.
insights
So,
and so.
and then we've stacked a lot of so. I don't know. Have I done justice to
Yeah, yeah,
to
for
the
sure.
now from there now we know what we wanna do. Let's build up from there.
At least I think we didn't actually even know. We just had an idea of what we can do, but now we can't now the process of, now doing it again. That's still now another phase
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
of
Like how to
getting
do it
how
now.
to do it now. Of course, first, so you also again imagine that this is the best route to go, or just a few things here and there, a few features here and there. But again, you present that one again, you are told that I want this. Like I remember for when we tried first data analysis, I think you try to pitch that product, and then this customer will ask you, this prospect will ask you where they don't have that data in the first place. And then also probably those who you'll find have the data, of course, the analysis is not the problem. You'll find that they have another issue of probably now, getting the data, of course, in one place first to go and also do the analysis. Um, and of course, but I think many of them would find that maybe um, even the sources of data, like for digital marketing, just to start to mention, one, these people first, they don't know that these digital marketing channels have different metrics which they can pick and now try to get some insights from there. And then now this one helps them to grow their revenue. So we funded data analysis. Then eventually we also came to the social media bit. And I remember we first thought that the real issue was actually was it, scheduling posts into the future. Like you just get your content, and then now you have it in a calendar, and it will be distributing itself over, automatically. And then again, we realized that even this content we are telling them to schedule, they don't actually have their content, or if they have their content, the content is not very well fine tuned. So you have to help them figure out how to uh, make good content. Yeah, so that's another problem. Um, and then those who have actually the content creation maybe department, again, they don't have a good, a structured way of building this content. So you have to really try to help them align their brand again. So another issue comes in. So you have really to make sure that you can bring this one all together in one place where they can be able to align their brand, do the content creation, do the distribution of the content, and then again go and do the analysis. And now, at the end of the day, they're able to pull the insights that matter for their business. So it's a lot of things which you have to look at the end of the day to make sure that you are really helping this business owner to get what matters for them. The short of it is that you have to do a lot of iterations. It never ends. You'll never like get that final. A very very final product, but at least you'll have to make sure that what you are giving them is really, at least it has the minimum things that matter to them. So you also have to be very patient, of course, and you'll make a lot of mistakes while at it. So yeah, I think we've been through all that, and again, I think we are still at it, trying to even fine tune and get the best solution out there.
I think
Product, yeah.
you put it very well. That yeah, it's a journey of iteration on not just even for product, but also on the team.
The processes,
Your
everything. Yeah, yeah,
processes.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
iterating
Yeah, yeah.
on your I think worldview,
Yeah,
skill set.
skill set, thought process. Yeah,
approaches,
yeah,
customer ideal customer profile.
yeah, yeah. You do as
You are
you
just
do so
iterating
many.
everything,
Yeah,
and so it just requires a very, it's a different kind of mental fortitude that you
yeah,
need
for sure.
to really stick to the
You
game,
do so
believe
many
in it,
degrees.
conviction. Like it's a whole different level of a conviction game that you have to be in. And again, like for us, we got an angel investor early days who believed in us. Then I mean, like, we were lucky enough to, because you need money, and money I know is always, did I say a limited resource? I don't think it's it's not limited when you really have what it
Yeah,
takes.
yeah, for sure. It's not
I
really
think
limited.
when you really have something, proper conviction, I would say that even it just starts their conviction. I think money becomes easy to get
Yeah, yeah,
access to. Not really easy, but I think you somehow stumble on the right minded people with
yeah,
your
yeah.
mind, and then you will be able to work something out. Of course, don't sell your soul while at it. Like, stick to your fundamentals and values,
For sure.
and then you'll be able now to navigate some of these things. You'll need somebody who is more of a mentor. An angel should be more of a mentor. I don't think they should be optimizing for short-term gains and all that. I don't think it's even possible to generate that for them
Yeah,
at
yeah, for
that
sure. It
stage.
isn't. Yeah.
So you need very long time minded people, team, investor, like all the people, even customers. I think you will need initially customers who just also, they don't mind working with an unrefined version of your business and you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and eventually you can evolve the profile of that customer also, or yeah. So when you evolve with the client, so like for us, now you get to, we've learned what we really want to do. But maybe just to note, I think first, like for us, because it's tech, we wanted to be in the software business, is you don't build the software first. You need to first off do those services you want to automate and productize, which is what we've done. We now took the practical route, which is offer these services, and then see exactly the clear picture on how to automate them, which is we're building currently. We have one amazing product in the pipeline. I think when can will we be releasing like the
You can keep checking.
where can
Keep
they check?
keep. They can keep checking the. Keep following the
Keep
updates.
keep
Yeah.
following. I mean, we'll
Of course, we'll have
definitely
it on our
update.
website. Definitely.
Yeah, so we are building some amazing products, and we're gonna be releasing them as they get to completion. And we hope we're gonna be able to impact our. Of course, right now with AI, I think you have to do AI first, but I think AI doesn't change the problem. It changes how
Yeah.
you solve
Yeah, yeah. You
some of
solve
the
the
workflow,
problem.
and
Yeah.
how probably the capabilities you can build in it.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's all. Nothing new to these things. Yeah, so keep checking. We're building some cool stuff. Our story is long. I mean, we've just been through it all. Yeah, and that's why I think those are our credentials. Like, we've been in the game for a minute. That's our credentials that we deserve to solve. We have earned the right to actually solve these.
For sure.
So yeah, and I don't know. Parting shot
Yeah.
for you, Dan.
I think for me is we just I mean ensure
You
that
aren't ready.
whatever you are whatever you are I mean you are building, it has to really be backed up by and I think that's why we first did the services, then now came to doing the software bit. So because every feature you are building, I mean this for a software, I mean for a software setup, it has to be backed up by a real customer use case. I mean that's the only best way you can, I mean you can build something which you are sure will be adopted. Yeah, so yeah, but as we said, I mean just keep I mean keep checking out for the latest. We'll be having something amazing for you very soon.
So yeah,
Yeah.
if our story inspires you, you can follow our pages everywhere. on TikTok, on
Facebook,
YouTube, and
Instagram,
Facebook,
LinkedIn,
LinkedIn.
our website, novacloud.com.
We've seen some nice comments for saying how they follow our episodes and been getting value from them. So yeah, and we're gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.
Adios.